firstly, I would like to say that the ANC single-handedly destroyed the South African Police Service. So I'm very, and we should say it unapologetically. We've come to a point now where the South African Police Service, let's use the Hawks as an example. I think they're running at a 47% capacity at the moment. And year after year after year, there's asked for resources. People insist on getting better technology. Just a side note quickly, the other day I had to do a statement at the Hawks in Bellville, and they had to use voice notes from my phone, and I refused to let them download my phone for logical reasons. And then they said, I can send the voice note, but they'd have to go and get a CD to put the voice note on the CD. Now, when last in your life did you go and
use a CD.
Write a CD?
Whoa.
You know what I mean? So, and that's the Hawks. They're meant to be the elite crime fighting unit. And the reason why I started with a political answer is that it falls under national government. And despite, and JP will elaborate far more than I can about it, but just in terms of the devolution argument, legislation already allows for that to actually be decentralized and for local and provincial government to play more of a role. But in short, it's a national government competency. At most, on a provincial and even a local level, we can do oversight. And there are bodies and representatives that can do oversight. But we do a lot of oversight. And despite that, you can't turn the ship quickly enough to stop the decline. Remember, if you look at the Western Cape, I think last week alone, just in Kraaifontein, there were 14 murders, just in Kraaifontein. That's excluding the rest of the Cape Flats. And even though the reaction to most of the crime scenes is great, especially by Metro, even with our incident, the speed at which Metro was there, and JP can touch on that too, was phenomenal. So it just goes to show it can be done. Now imagine having that capacity at an investigation level. It would be an absolute game changer. But in short, it's national government competency. And unfortunately, you have politicians that abuse the fact that many people in public don't know this.